Two local stories that grabbed national headlines. A local state representative rehoming girls to a man police say would molest one of them. Then a little boy police say was killed by his parents from rape and abuse. Since our investigations into Representative Justin Harris and the death of Isaiah Torres, a lot has changed.
Nobody wants to see something like that happen to a child, but one of the byproducts is that when there is a high-profile case, it does focus more light and attention on the bigger picture, the larger problems of child abuse and neglect in the state. That's just the unfortunate reality that we live in.
2 months after he took office, Governor Asa Hutchinson hired an outside agency to do an independent review of the Arkansas DHS.
We've got challenges. What's a professional's recommendation as to how we address those?
What the review found was very similar to our discovery.
We've got to do better in terms of providing services for our children, making sure we have the foster parents that are available when we take children into custody, that we have the right number of caseworkers so that we can make sure there's not too many children under supervision by one caseworker that's overworked.
The study suggested more money needs to go into hiring more caseworkers. Right now, there are too many children in need, too few caseworkers, too few foster parents.
Here in Sebastian County, there's not enough foster parents that are available for the children that are in need of care, and so what you're finding is that a caseworker will have to take the children and go to Conway.
But that's not the worst case scenario, according to the director of local children's shelter who sees it firsthand.
Even here in Northwest Arkansas, we're not immune, being an affluent area of the state. In fact, Northwest Arkansas is #1 in terms of valid cases of abuse and neglect reported just last year.
There are not enough caseworkers to handle the caseload. The study suggested more money go into hiring more employees.
And I've already applied $1 million to hire additional caseworkers.
The governor and his folks are getting very aggressive about providing the department with the necessary tools.
Tom Frazier is a retired health care and social services worker who has been called in to help. He attended a Restore Hope summit by Governor Asa Hutchinson.
It's not just about what the state can do, but it's about what our community can do as well.
The governor is calling on churches to step up and become foster parents.
When you've got 4,000, 4,500 kids that are in need, and you've only got 2,000 approved beds, part of the problem is the bureaucracy itself.
And months after our investigation and the independent study, the current director of DHS announced he is stepping down in January. For those directly dealing with the problem, getting attention to the problem is a big start.
We are so thankful that this problem is getting the attention and the focus of state officials at the highest level.
At this time, the governor does not have a replacement for the current director who resigns in January. Hutchinson tells me that he hopes to find a new director before Selig's retirement, but he's more concerned about getting the right person for the position. Yuna Lee, 4029 News.
If you at home are interested in becoming a foster parent, contact The Call, Northwest Arkansas. And you can click smarter with 4029 News tonight to read the full report from DHS and find out more information on how you can help foster kids that need homes in our state. Just click smarter tonight at 4029tv.com.